Hey people, Indrid here, 3v3 Faction War. This is Greysuck, Undercity and Orks versus the Ordo Malleus. For the blue Orky team, BoGiMAN is a Mekboy. There he goes, teleporting hero fighting in ranged combat. Puts us good damage with a bunch of Orky gadgets. This is the Freebooters DLC, I think. Alongside, Gatts is a Kommando knob, infiltrating hero that shoots you, stabs you and blows you up. Orky style, begins in ranged combat with a twin link shooter. Death Skull's elite scheme here. Rounding off the team is Vattghern with a Warboss, a melee hero, walking through objects, very good offense, disruption and support from the front lines. We've got more freebooters here. For the red Ordo Malleus fellas, Bradare is an Eversor assassin, a risk-reward melee brawler that explodes on death, alongside a couple of brother captains. We have AfterSHOCK, and this is, where are they? This is Katla. These guys are very durable heroes, walking through objects, cannot be suppressed, with powerful support and disruption, fighting in melee. And we have the same correct Ordo Malleus scheme. So I'm going to, as much as I appreciate using the correct Ordo Malleus scheme, I'm going to get confused between them many times, I'm sure. What about Bradare? They have like a off-white scheme going on. Up in the northeast, Mekboy is grabbing back the VP. Eversor got away cleanly though, didn't take any damage. Gatts, very late to get the second shooter boy squad up. Maybe they were considering going straight into looters or something and change their mind. Warboss runs into the fight, gets a stomp. It's well timed to knock back those strat squad. Can't knock back the brother captain, of course. And those sluggers already have their burners up. They do get shot to pieces though and might actually wipe. They do wipe. Down they go. Those were Vattghern's. Took a slightly unfortunate retreat path there, but I mean they did try to take on two players basically. The Warboss just couldn't resist a good old fisticuffs in there, could he? So that's 20 power down, is it, for burners, or is it 15? Some amount of power down to upgrade those sluggers with their burners. Through onto the natural power is Bradare's Eversor assassin, being suppressed by the Mekboy's death gun. Also suppressing those strat squad fellas who drop a model. Nice grenade though from those stormtroopers as those sluggers came in. Oh, but can't prevent them from dropping another model there. Strat squad get away. Looks like this last guy has almost full hit points. Big shooters up for the double shooters of Gatts. And Vattghern did indeed replace the sluggers. Any more burners? Burners on the way for Gatts. Nothing for BoGiMAN. No upgrades for the shooters either. Where has your... oh, they to spend it on the death gun, I suppose. Their power. Both of the natural VPs are now red. Western one here for the Orks. And southern one here for the Ordo Malleus. Can they double up and get it back? I think they can. Gatts is here with the double shooter boys. Sluggers off to the mid to cap some stuff or maybe look for a flank. They could catch those stormtroopers out. Looks like maybe they're going to go for it. Lots of Dakar on the strat squad. Sluggers on capping duty. Those are Vattghern's replacement sluggers. Don't have their burners up. Warboss with spiky armor in play. Also going for a boss pole. Can't really go wrong getting the boss pole up in a 3v3 because it buffs everything. Orks, anything. Eldar, even Eldar are impressed by his boss pole. Brother Captain might go down on retreat. No, he gets away. Nemesis Force Sword in hand to buff We Are the Hammer, make it even cooler. Eversor Assassin, no war gear for this guy yet. And he's going to go and decap the wreck point. Are they going to touch the power here? Doesn't seem like it. Got interceptors up for Bradare. Teleporting infantry that fight in melee by default, but they can get a ranged weapon in tier 3 side cannons. Sneaky Kommando doing sneaky Kommando things, decapping that fully matured wreck point there. Gonna eat some las guns though. Needs to infiltrate and get away. There we go. Stormtroopers getting their sergeant up. Strat squad trying to find him, I think. Down in the southwest. Contested power being bashed. Wreck point being taken. Can they get onto the VP? Do they dare to try it? Stormtroopers here and a strat squad here, so they're not going to be able to do it, I don't think. Tomes of Titan up. Gives them more health, more melee damage, and some cool abilities. Banishment and energy burst. They start off with purification. They have a lot of abilities, strat squad. Really cool little unit, I think. That was a really good banishment on the sluggers. They're going to wipe, I think. Vattghern not paying attention. Going to lose yet more sluggers with burners. That was kind of rough. Double shooters have their knob leaders now. Eversor Assassin gets the revive Brother Captain back to his feet with the unending purge. Doesn't like to end his purges. What about you? AfterSHOCK's fine with it at the moment. There's that Nemesis 4 sword. Katla's Brother Captain, I think, gets away unless this guy can get a hit in. They cannot. Got some good health regen from the spiky armor. Gives him decent sustain. When he's out of combat, he can heal up decently well. Lots of Daka. Oh wow, Strat Squad just decimated there. They fell so fast. I guess they were low on health. They were kind of hiding behind the Brother Captain. Need to split these shooters up so you don't need to run both of them away. It's a lot of Daka. Look at the damage. Wow, he might still go down and retreat here. Does indeed go down. That is DPS right there. With big shooters and knob leaders on all three of those guys. That is scary stuff. Who needs accuracy when you have all the bullets? Those guys forced off as well. Need to get back down to the southwesty type areas though, fellas. Because you're losing your VP here. And I don't think they've got onto this yet. Nobody's got onto the western and southern powers. They can be quite tough to hit. The eastern and northern powers much easier to get to. Strat Squad suppressed by the Death Gun. I think they're going to be alright. These guys could go around for a grenade maybe. Oh, they had to retreat. Felt like they had to retreat there. Was probably smart. They were quite close to dropping model. There's interceptors teleporting in. Tying up the shooter boys, but there's sluggers right there to counter-initiate with burners. Burners are power weapons as well as Orky flamers. So they're bad news for the interceptors, and they are very close to going down here. 5 hit points, down they go. Stayed in play way too long on that fight. Misjudgment there. Especially since they can't disrupt things on their teleport until they get their Justicar. Sluggers now have a knob leader. I'm not sure if he popped in on that fight. That would have really helped. Eversor almost goes down. Not sure why they stopped shooting him. Maybe they thought the Terminator Librarian was going to smite them or something. Maybe they did. They didn't hit very well if they did. 413 to 409. Here's some more Daka for the power. Triple shooters is actually a very good power basher. Purifiers on the field here for AfterSHOCK. With their Justicar and his big old heavy melee hammer there. Tank busters on the way for BoGiMAN. Tank busters already up for Gatts. They haven't spotted a vehicle. More tank busters for BoGiMAN. Are they expecting dreadnoughts or something? It might have been that this match was attempted several times and maybe they saw a bunch of vehicles and stuff. Never know what happened before this game. Vattghern does have yet more sluggers. They've got their burners up again too. And they had Ard boys on them that time, they got away. Warboss is level 2. There's a stomp. It's nicely timed. Been pretty good at timing them so far, Vattghern. And he's got a weird boy on the way. Katla's down to 2 units with Purifiers coming up. And a Vindicator Assassin from Bradare. Taking some damage. Does get away. Sniper sub-commander there for the Ordo Malleus. Can damage all targets. It's a pretty cool guy. Sluggers against Purifiers. But the captain's there and the Purifiers get the specials. Specials win fights. Sluggers having to flee. Eversor also having to flee. But does make it out. Some disruption from the tank busters here. That one was assuming the Purifiers were going to keep coming forward, I think, but they did not. Are you going to cap the VP, fellas? Look at all these Orks here shooting stuff. Or potentially shooting stuff. That is so many. Death Gun to suppress things as well. It's a lot of Daka. Where are the Plasma Cannon Dreadnoughts? Maybe that's why they preemptively got the tank busters up. Death Gun teleports in to annoy all this infantry. Can't suppress the Brother Captain. No, here he comes. But now you've isolated him a little bit. Maybe you can duck him down. Purifiers getting in. Aiming, what's that? Suppresses them. Oh, and there's the psychic field to silence all this stuff, so they can't do their barrages, they can't do their aiming. What's that? Did a decent job there, the Purifiers. Here's a strike squad taking up the slack. But the captain moving in as well. The Mekboy did go down. Kommando's here. He's got no war gear though. Going to tie up some stormtroopers in melee, is he? No, he's trying to get the revive, I think. Vindicator's taking shots with his Exodus rounds loaded in, which are effective versus infantry. Big bursts of damage from the Vindicator. Those guys went for a very risky grenade, those stormtroopers, but they got away with it. 413 to 388. Looks like the Ordo Malleus are pushing through onto the Orc natural power, natural VP again. Katla's brother captain getting through. Now has a Nemesis Demon Hammer for the demolishing strike disruptions. Pretty fun. Weird Boy throws his boys to safety there. Also has Warpath. Needs to be careful. Purifiers are pretty good at taking on a single entity and beating them down quickly. One-to-one cap. Stormtroopers are on the VP. They're going to have a triple here, I think. The Ordo Malleus team. And we do see a plasma cannon dreadnought. Gets a... oh, down goes the brother captain. No, Terminator Librarian. Terminator Librarian goes down. Does have a plasma cannon and a twin-linked heavy bolter there. AfterSHOCK's brother captain coming out of base. Katla's did go down, though. Oh, he's chasing into base there. The brother captain. Not sure what Katla was up to. Oh, she wanted to get on the power, I think. Looks like they bashed something. There's the banishment. Sluggers on the strike squad with their Nob leader. Is not a good fight for the strike squad, especially Weird Boy's support. That was a well-timed warp vomit there. And here's a Death Dread for Vattghern. It's a good shout, I think. Really messes with the Purifiers. They do have that heavy melee weapon, but the Death Dread has melee resistance, so they don't really want to fight him. Going to force Katla to get some anti-vehicle. I think they've gone tier 3. Nob squad on the way for Gatts. Kommando levels to 3. Still no war gear for this guy, but they're on the VP doing a sneaky Orc thing. Look at this. Contested power built up for the Ordo Malleus. Capping up the northeast as well, stealing more power here. What are you guys up to? You going to bash power? It's right here, fellas. Orcs coming back up. Mekboy's level 2. Bradare with Grey Knight Terminators on the way. It's a good plasma cannon shot there. Nob squad on the field for Gatts. Some flash kits will do some work here as well. Tank buster barrages. Good disruption. Didn't hit the dreadnought though. Death Gun doing its best to suppress everything. But the plasma cannon knocks him down. Here comes AfterSHOCK's brother captain. Katla's back to her feet. Oh, I guess they just repurchased. There is the immortal ability going on. Death Dread chopping through stuff. Maybe the most painful looking weapons in the game, the Death Dread. Just a massive buzzsaw and some snippers. Just chop your arms off. Demolishing strike. But can't... oh, I was going to say they can't take on a Death Dread. And down they go. Tossed aside. Purifiers coming in. They're going for the fight. It's not a good fight for them. There's Canticle of Absolution. No sign of Mind Blades though. Canticle of Absolution gives them health and energy regeneration. And I think does it drain energy off enemies or something? No, I don't think so. It's not draining the energy off the Weird Boy. It used to silence people and drain their energy, I think. Long time ago now. Death Dread still in there. Warboss helping out now. Purifiers have dropped. There's the psychic field to silence the Death Dread. Didn't seem to silence the Warboss there. I guess he wasn't in range initially. 304 to 332. Pretty damn close on VPs, but Ordo Malleus just took a kick in. Shooter boys. Oh, might be saved by that Weird Boy's attack there. I hear lots of explosions. It's tank busters. They've done really well, the tank busters. Been used well for disruption even if there's no vehicles around. And the dreadnought has been taken out. Can I see the remains of it anywhere? No. But it's down. It's down. Katla asking for revive. Maybe AfterSHOCK will go down there. They are. Grey Knight Terminators. Did they just use their teleport to go like 4 feet? I think they did. They've got their wrist-mounted Psy Cannon, which actually sounds like a silencer. Doesn't sound like a Psy Cannon. 304 to 269. Ordo Malleus going to take back the northeast VP, taking back their natural as well. Can they hold? BoGiMAN with a battle wagon on the way. Vattghern's got some Gretchens up to help repair stuff, maybe? Well, they don't have the repair crew upgrade, but they can still repair at a reduced rate in their default state. Warboss level 3. Tank Buster Barrage. Knocks them off the cap, does it? Maybe? Yes, it just got them far enough away to stop the cap. Here's the Knob Squad of Gatts. Fully upgraded. A terrifying sight for anyone. Huge hammers, Knob Leader and their meaner and greener. Couldn't save the Mekboy though. Kommando can get some XP for reviving, I guess. That's going to get into 5. Land Raider Crusader on the way. Battle Wagon hits the field momentarily. There it is. Going straight to the northeast. Super unit for Orks. Just barges around the battlefield, knocking stuff over and shooting at things. I mean, it's orky stuff. Run you over and shoot you, why not? Use the choppers on the sluggers here for Vattghern. I mean, you gotta hand it to them. They were determined to get some sluggers on the field. Are these guys gonna die now? They do die. That's the 3rd slugger squad down. Don't want to shoot strike. Knocks the Warboss Scatty. Are they gonna... They're fine. Paladins on the field for AfterSHOCK. Big influences very quickly. Vattghern was against 2 players. Here comes Gatts to reinforce. Not sure where the Knob Squad is though. Oh, they're right there, dumbass. Just a mass of Orks tearing through things. But the captain for AfterSHOCK's in big trouble, goes down. Here's more Paladins, this time from Katla. Is a bad place to be, fellas. Those are full momentum Knob Squad with their Ujammers. Gonna need to teleport out. Look at the damage they're taking. Sluggers in there too. And those are level 3 sluggers for Gatts. They're doing a lot of damage. Purifier's in big trouble too. There's the Psychic Field again. Means that this Knob Squad can't use their Frenzy and stuff, I guess. Hard Boys up on them, thanks to Vattghern. Paladins. These are AfterSHOCK's Paladins. Have they used their teleport? I'm not sure. Knob Squad aren't going after them. There we go, now they are. Oh no, friendly fire from the weird boy there. Need to stop that guy firing, I think. He's going to keep knocking down the Knob Squad. And they are actually retreating. Didn't drop a model, but they took a lot of damage. Soaked up a lot of damage. Do they have a plan for those guys? I mean, they've got the Nemesis Demon Hammer on Katla. I'm not sure what AfterSHOCK's got. Oh, he's got a Nemesis Force Halberd, so that's some splash damage. Power melee at least. They've got the double Paladins to fight them. Warboss now has the Claw, and with his Warboss buffs, could turn the tide. I mean, brother captains can buff the crap out of their stuff as well with their staff and bulwark and their globals. So that's going to be a hell of a fight if it kicks off again. 260 to 246. Ordo Malleus have the northeast. They have hit back pretty well here. Bradare with a Land Raider Crusader. Battle Wagon took some hits, it seems, getting repairs from the Mekboy. Sluggers can also repair. But they don't have... Do they have any? They don't have any sluggers. Warboss on the VP here, very quickly. Important, I think. Shooter... I don't think the Shooter Boy is meant to retreat there. Maybe only the Tank Bus is meant to retreat. Do they get the cap? They do get the cap. Do they get away? Or are they just going to fight this out? There's the stomp and use it to escape. Sort of damage they were taking there from spiky armor, but it wasn't a huge amount of damage against purifiers. How much is it again? 7? 6. And it's piercing damage as well, so heavy infantry resists some of that. But it's got great chunk of health on it and stuff, it's still worth getting. Another battle wagon on the way for Gatts. No sign of more knobs, no sign of flash kits. How's the Vindicator doing? Level 2. Doesn't have the chameleon suit thing yet. Grey Knight Terminator trying to decap something, couldn't quite manage it. Land Raider's quite far forward, and we've still got 2 tank busters on the field, and a knob squad, of course. In fact, they're on it. Hide the boy is used by the Kommando knob to get him in there, to get them in there. Eversor backing away, not sure what war gear that Eversor has. Oh, he's got his claw. Eversor's got the claw out, so he's ready to roll. Those sluggers might go down. There's a Gatts sluggers. I think they made it out. Knob squad, I think, though, with full momentum from their hammers, are going to get the damage needed to take this Land Raider out. Or are they? Now being chased, and there's no hero nearby to give them the call the boys. They're taken out. Land Raider also goes down. Eversor Assassin gets the kill with his Neuro Gauntlet. There it is. He's level 4. Also has assault armor for charge, and some more health and stuff, and melter bombs in. But the captain's level 6 for AfterSHOCK, level 3 for Katla. Note that the Neuro Gauntlet does not perform special attacks. It's straight up DPS, just smack, 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 smack. Back towards the southwest. Warboss fighting some paladins alone. Paladins supported by Katla's brother captain as well. Down goes the Warboss. Starting to apply pressure in certain areas here, the Ordo Malleus team. Can they get this death thread down? I think they are going to. Paladins just have too much health. And that heavy melee damage, down it goes. Closed up. Level 4 Stormtroopers here. They did not try to get on the power though. Battle Wagon may have stopped them. And they don't have Paladins up here. The Eversor Assassin can't get them. Only Brother Captains can get Paladins. I guess there are Paladins up here, but they're not always going to be up here. Vortimer Razorback on the way for AfterSHOCK. Vindicator Assassin with the turbo penetrator rounds loaded into damaged vehicles, getting some shots on. And they have the acquiring target acquired thing going on, which gives you vision over something he shoots at for a duration. Grey Knight Terminators are committing to a fight here alongside the Eversor, who gets suppressed. Oh, Terminators used their teleport. That might be a big mistake. Knob squad on them. These are BoGiMAN's Knob squad. They don't have their Knob leader yet though. It's on the way. He has a risky move from the Terminators, but they do get away. There's that Eversor just throwing out that DPS. You've got to try to focus that guy down. He does so much damage with that gauntlet. Paladins onto the battle wagon. They use their teleport to get there, I think. Knob squad very low. Purify is trying to finish them off. I think they're going to do it. I think they got them. There's a Rocks. Battle wagon goes down and just completely disappears apparently. The Rocks didn't really hit much. Here's another battle wagon in the back lines. Holy crap, what happened? BoGiMAN lost the Knob squad indeed. And the battle wagon. It's a bad fight for them. I thought those I really thought those Grey Knight Terminators overextended there, but they got away. They knew more stuff was coming in, I suppose. Land Raider Crusader now for a Bradare. Katla gets a Vortimer Razorback. Where is this one? It's right here. Oh, it's going to go down, I think, maybe. Can the battle wagon get one more shot on it? They are being area denied by the Paladins just being here. Holy crap. Charging Eversor is kind of scary. Battle wagon gets away. Awesome warp vomit. Look at that. Stunned the entire army. And then they do friendly fire to the Knob squad, of course. Sluggers in there. Knob squad in there. They need some Warboss buffs. Sluggers got destroyed. Down they go again. Was that Vattghern's 4th Slugger squad going down? Really likes them. That's their Knob squad too. There's Holy Grounds from the Paladins. speeding up allies and slowing down enemies. Warboss allowed to get good DPS on here. Nob squad are dealt with. They are retreating now. Purifier's been holding up very well in these fights. 64 to 229. And there's been no bulwark. There's no bulwark on these guys. And I haven't seen... I don't think I've noticed Mind Blades being used. I think AfterSHOCK should get bulwark though, because there's a lot of melee fights going on. Gives you melee damage resistance and a melee damage bonus. Warboss goes down, and they're gonna get the weird boy, I think. Yes, they do. Explodes on death. 64 to 224. Double flash gets now for Gatts, and one of them does have the blasters. And they jump inside the battle wagon, which is very low. They must be close to being able to get more paladins up, these two brother captains, in terms of the cooldown. It's probably a 5-minute cooldown. Seems like it's been more than that, probably. They need some more requisition anyway. Also rocks to stop the cap, I guess. Orks with a 2-to-1, but a decent VP lead for the Ordo Malleus here. That guy exploded quite a lot. What was that? Was it just a stormtrooper? I think it was just a stormtrooper. Just holding on their own VP for now. Eversor getting some cheeky decaps. And they have the northeast completely capped up, the Ordo Malleus. Thanks to Bradare. Been very solid up there with the Eversor assassin. BoGiMAN was good too until that fight where they lost a Nob squad and the battle wagon. It was very closely contested up there. Nob squad gets silenced, so they can't frenzy, which just makes them angrier. Taking out one of the purifiers. Vindicator assassin, level 3, is in trouble. He's in trouble. There's a lot of Dakar. Nob squad on retreat path. He's not going to get away. Down he goes. 50 to 193 on the VPs. There is Immortal for the brother captain. And Demolishing Strike too. I think you should get more red for taking out an enemy hero. You only get 30. Oh, there's a concede. Orc squad concede at the end. But yeah, as I was saying, only getting 30 red for taking out a hero is pretty measly, especially if they're high level. I wonder if there's a way they can increase it as their level goes up. Got a level 3 Mekboy down at the end. That's BoGiMAN. Level 7 Kommando Nob was on the cap, but I guess the Orc team just felt they lost too much stuff, which is probably correct. But BoGiMAN did have another Nob squad on the way. Maybe they could have pulled something out, but it would have been a big ask. Warboss level 6 and down level 7 Eversor, rocking that Neuro Gauntlet to great effect. And the brother captain's level 9 for AfterSHOCK and level 6 for Katla. Well, there you have it, guys. Thank you for watching. Big thanks to these players for taking part in a faction war for our amusement, and I'm sure their own amusement. Katla here running the lobbies. Thank you to them. And I'll see you guys next time.